All right, you guys, rise and shine. Welcome in. We are here on Monday, July the 14th. It is 9:27 a.m. Got the moon in Pisces all day. I'm going to run through transits real quick. Um, Moon in Pisces with a semi-sextile over to Pluto Aquarius, Sesky quadrant to the Sun in Cancer. We are currently at this point in time of the day with a trine over to Jupiter in Cancer with the moon in Pisces. We have a square coming up with Venus Gemini, a semi-square over to Chiron Aries, and a quincunx to Mercury in Leo in its pre-shadow phase of its retrograde. Okay. Um, Looks like this specific trine with Jupiter and the moon in Pisces in current transit is happening at 7 degrees and 53 minutes. All right, we're currently at the planetary hour of Jupiter. I'm going to look at the 8th degree of Pisces to see what it speaks about. The 8th degree of Pisces, a girl blowing a bugle. It says rebelliousness as a sign of coming change. Times are changing fast, and for those who can see this are able to announce it to those who cannot. All right. Something here about the despite of appearances, the rebel often serves the needs of the community far more than the sheep. Groups are inclined to degenerate quickly from their first position of being a springboard or vehicle for new initiatives, and they are subject to entropy and slethorous without the vibrant innovation that is input that the rebel can offer. There is always something new on its way, always a group that must adapt to that, and always there is the first intuitive people to sense the coming changes. They blow their bugles even though few will want to listen to the herald sound of the future. All right, so whatever comes out in this reading is going to be something that you need to know. All right, you may be summoned at this time. It says, are we invited to emergent joy or commanded to unwelcome constraints? All right, welcome in, you guys. Chosen Divine is here. Chris is here. Welcome in. All right, I see the Sun in Virgo here. All right, with the health card flying out the deck. Obviously, it's sixth house energy. How you're being of service, your day-to-day routines, your health, your mind, your body, your spirit in alignment. All right, let's see what this Jupiter in Cancer at the 8th degree speaks about. Jupiter in Cancer at the 8th degree and where this trine is taking place. If you haven't known it before, trines are auspicious energies bringing lots of good luck. This one here speaks about two rabbits dressing clothes on a parade. It says modeling ourselves on a guide by copying a master's attitudes, beliefs, gestures, and or words. We gain mastery over ourselves. This is about you finding a guide. A time-honored process for us to learn and develop is to imitate an established master of a craft in as much detail as possible. This method requires no wisdom or philosophy. We simply copy exactly all the physical processes of that craft and allow our own understanding to emerge as the skills take hold. All right. So appropriation, it says the real is established as it is dramatized. All right. So something here is being put on display. I've got the 6th house here, the 11th house here with Venus in Aquarius, Mars in Aries here with impulsiveness, Mercury in Gemini in its domicile with excitement. This could be definitely something that you do on a day-to-day basis and where you're able to detach yourself, all right, and move forward impulsively towards something that is exciting for you. All right, there's something that you feel you need to be rebellious with, Mars in Aquarian energy. All right, and it could be the energy of the discrimination in the workplace. All right, with Venus in Virgo. I see the Sun in Scorpio here as well as with the Sun in Virgo. These energies are a sextile, meaning they work harmoniously together. It is the earth and water energy. And I see Venus in Capricorn, convention, whatever type of relationship you have here. All right, it's a very conventional type of relationship. Maybe you hold status or are connected to someone that is of a fair age difference here. All right, it's a matter of you reviewing what needs to be known. All right, so that you can spread that knowledge. You might be part of some sort of organization or something like that. Or this could just be someone that you feel is your companion. Okay. All right, welcome in, you guys. Let's get into this. Why am I seeing the sun in Virgo? Okay. Sun in Virgo, sixth house energy is what I'm getting. Heavy on the Aquarian energy here as well in this reading. Aquarius is sixth house, specifically it's Cancer, and where the second house of the sixth house is at a current trine. All right. It's coming through with Mars and Venus, which obviously is the opposition of the masculine and the feminine energies for Aquarius. On one end, you need to be a rebellion. On the other end, you're detaching. Something about the workplace and discrimination in this energy. Show me Sun in Virgo. Empress. All right. I don't know. I just heard you're at your very best. You're at your very best with whatever it is that you're creating here. Heavy on the Venus in this energy as well. I see Venus in the 6th house or 10th house, which have both to do with either work and or career. 11th house and connection to your future. All right. So Venus is creativity. It is what are you birthing new. All right. How you self-express moving forward. Detachment, Queen of Cups. Okay. So this must be how you're detaching more so from the mental Aquarian energy and tapping more so into the energy of being a little bit more nurturing, compassionate. All right. Tapped into your intuition. And I have a heavy passion here. All right. And whatever it is that you do. Maybe it is for work. Take a look at the Rebellion card. That's falling right out under the sun in Virgo. All right, maybe you are seen as the Empress. All right, maybe people do see you as rebellious. Maybe you are expressing discontent with authority, but you're doing it in a very positive way. Three of Swords. This is going to be something that you are committed to, devoted to. All right, rebelliousness. Maybe there is someone that's trying to rebel against you, don't like what you're saying here, wants to cause you some sort of heartbreak, loss, separation. All right, from your stability possibly, or from your kindness. All right, so be careful that someone isn't pushing your limits and or pushing you in a very uncomfortable emotional state. Let's look at the discrimination that's taking place here in the workplace with Venus in Virgo. All right, you might be dealing with a Leo. All right, or people don't like your strength, your courage, your determination, your ambition. Okay, you have in your energy some sort of impulsiveness. Now, when I speak of feminine, masculine energies, as I was just calling it out for heavy Aquarian energy, Leo season is going to be the opposition to that. Although we're looking at Leo being ruled by the sun, Aquarius being ruled by both Saturn and Uranus, it is not a Mars and Venus energy. Okay? But what it's speaking about here is always having to do where your mind and where your heart is. That's what I feel. Leo rules over the heart space. Okay? All right, let's see what's going on. What is all this impulsiveness moving forward having to do with what you do for work? It's very clear here. All right, workplace all over this. All right, what you do for work. Maybe you communicate something. Maybe you travel. Something brings in a sense of excitement. Okay, Mercury and Gemini energy. The Hermit. All right, maybe you are communicating as you are in hermit mode. You put yourself in a position where you are able to isolate and really tap into a specific energy. And whatever you're doing and whoever you're communicating to, all right, it seems to be picking up very quickly. Maybe this has to do with what a lot of people are doing now for work. Maybe you are the one that's rebellious enough to express discontent with authority and why you aren't able to create and what you love to do for work. That's what it feels like. All right. The sun in Virgo here. I'm sorry, the sun in Scorpio here with the energy of the Wheel of Fortune. All right, this is something that's going to change the dynamic of the workplace. All right, your endurance is what it's coming through as. All right, the endurance and what you choose to do. Sun in Scorpio has a lot to do with the occult. All right, it's almost like you aligning with something that isn't of, it's not normal to other people, is what I want to say. Okay, it's not normal in what you do for work, but this is all going to change very shortly. Let's take a look here with Venus and Capricorn. It's a very conventional type of, again, relationship that you have with someone that's of a great age difference. You could be like this person's right hand man. Maybe you are, all right, communicating over to the other side as we speak. All right. and this is something that you're fully invested in. Others may see it as being some sort of scheme here to gain resources. Queen of Pentacles, the Devil, and we have here the Chariot. I'm seeing Cancer and Capricorn in opposition, specifically coming out. So the month of June could have been where the Sun in Cancer in opposition to that full moon in Capricorn was supposed to bring something in for you in alignment with what you do for work and or what you do for your career. I've got the Star card here with the Nine of Wands. All right, so heavy on the Aquarian energy and where it's coming out, where you had to detach and or show some sort of rebelliousness in order for you to be seen as the divine warrior. Okay, you have to continue to remain optimistic about what you hope, you dream, and you wish for, or what you have faith in. All right, heavy on the fixed and cardinal energies here in this specific spread. Virgo season is going to be very significant as well. We have other options here with the Seven of Cups. All right, someone has either been trying to keep you in some sort of illusioned state, and what it is that you're trying to create here. Something having to do with the community that you're involved in, or something surrounding your home environment, something like this. Okay. Again, something that you do here is very original. You could be very creative at this time, quick-witted, very much emotionally balanced, and this is what's required in order for you to come through with this new opportunity. It could definitely be a position where you're held as a leader, all right, if this is in a specific organization. All right, there is coming through this energy of a Knight of Cups. I don't know if this is someone that's shocking in the direction that you chose to go in and how you've adapted to changes in your life. Maybe you are focused on becoming some sort of healer, all right, or just trying to remain balanced in your life overall. It could be someone that's actually interested in you, shockingly. All right, it's creating some major changes here for you. This isn't something that you're starting that's going to elevate very quickly. You may have gone through difficulty dealing with adversity, changes in your material life, all right, with your resources and what you do for work, but it's your decision overall, all right. You felt like you were being intuitively driven to head in this way because you felt that you would be victorious here in building something for yourself as you continue to progress, all right. Maybe it requires you to collaborate with someone, and this is where you chose to detach because there was a sense of control around you, blocking your achievements. Whatever the phenomenal achievement that you are having is coming through with whatever it is that you're communicating out, being that you're on this brand new path. It may have not been a very easy path, but you are fulfilling your goals here. You are emotionally content with where you are at this time and bringing things back into balance with whoever this King of Pentacles is. This could be some sort of boss or something like that. I feel like they have eyes on you almost. Okay. How you're handling situations emotionally, how you're dealing with depression. All right. The Ten of Pentacles here, possibly situations with family, having to move away from family, how you're focusing on healing with that aspect. All right. And I also see the King of Swords here as well, coming through with Judgment and the Fool card. It looks like you're elevating fairly quickly. All right. Your mental state is exactly where you need to be. It looks like Seven of Wands is showing me that there's a sense of protection around your energy, or you know how to defend yourself overall when it comes to your physical states. Could be your health. All right. Um, the Lovers, the Death card, the Six of Pentacles, and the World card. So, like, if you've dealt with difficulties in connection to, let's just say, a specific companion, if that had to come to an end, it looks like you're being reciprocated after something comes to an end, because it's seen basically as some sort of betrayal here. All right, involved in a third party, someone from the past. All right, again, it's giving mind over matter. I got a lot of brand new beginnings coming out back to back. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles has already been presented. So if this is something that you are in alignment with right now and what you're choosing to do for work, then you're going to find out about a third party, all right, and how you were betrayed from that third party in the past, and how you're going to be aligned with all brand new beginnings. Whether this is, I'm getting your mind, your body, your spirit. Okay, that's what it's kind of giving me here, and how you come into alignment within these specific areas. You've remained focused and concentrated on your specific goal here. It is definitely a passion, although it has been delayed overall. This has required for you to be more so conscious with moving forward, letting things allow, day to day, overcoming some sort of mental entrapment or someone that has tried to keep you feeling in the sense of feeling stuck, is what it is. It's feeling stuck. So when you step into this happiness, it's like you're able to create everything that you couldn't create back when you were dealing with deception, back when you were dealing with those that wanted to keep you feeling left out. All right, you've gained perspective about where your heart space is and what you truly desire. And again, how you've overcome lots of conflict and the energy of competition in your energy. All right, it's almost like you defeated your challenge here. All right, you're now on the other side of that. If you haven't done so already, you are highly on your way there. All right, so shows that you have, again, a sense of rebelliousness in you. You are able to detach more so when you need to from certain situations that try to take control of you. All right, your strength has built. All right, even when you were dealing with discrimination in the workplace, you didn't allow it to stop you. You showed endurance, you showed impulsiveness, you showed assertiveness. All right, and what you were excited for, especially if it had something to do with you moving forward with this very conventional type of, I want to say, career. All right, let me stop speaking of a third party in the matter, even though I know what these cards mean. Right, it speaks about you having some sort of connection with someone that is of a great age difference. Obviously, if you were meant to gain wisdom and knowledge, you are being forced, all right, to learn from a master. And that's what we were just speaking about here with this energy of the moon in Pisces shining over to this energy of the moon in Cancer. I mean, Jupiter in Cancer. All right, let's see what's going on here. Anything else we need to see? Welcome in, Sen. Oh, great. One more spread, you guys. See. There could be someone trying to force a contract in your face, all right, so that they can control you. They want some sort of connection to your knowledge, all right. Saturn in Aquarius here with eccentricity. You're very original. The way that you do things is in a very unique way, all right. And someone might be coming through with the energy of extremism, okay. Like, oh, I would end this for you, or I would end that for you, okay. Especially if you're connected. I got heavy Capricorn energy again, convention and control. This would be like government associations with the 10th house if you do anything pertaining to career here. All right. All the houses that I see coming out, 8th house, 10th house, 11th house, this has to do with other people. Okay. So it could be that other people are involved in trying to control what it is that you are trying to create, your originality and the way you utilize your mind to understand a certain situation. This is like revenge, okay, with Mars and Scorpio. And again, you're having some sort of phenomenal achievement here with that Mars and Scorpio energy. I see Moon in Virgo with order. I see Mercury in Capricorn once again with organization. And I see Venus in Leo energy. So it looks like you bring in a sense of order into this organization. 10th house out here twice. 6th house has been the focus with heavy on workplaces. All right. 8th house here. It looks like it has something to do with an inheritance possibly coming in, how much endurance you've had, or how much you've changed and transformed a specific workplace here and what you do creatively. Although this speaks about an affair, all right, it has a lot to do with the energy that you bring in, your creativity to the workplace. All right, let's see. Pull a couple more cards here. You're very versatile with the sun in Gemini. Again, maybe the way that you communicate is very, very different. And it's causing some sort of quarrel, especially with those that you possibly live with in the home environment with Mars in Cancer, which again, Mars in Cancer is going to be at its fall. Typically, Mars in Capricorn would be exalted, okay? And where Capricorn is in the opposition of Cancer, this would be like trying to go hard on a feminine energy, all right? But that feminine energy might just be masculine enough, versatile enough to go up against another masculine that's trying to do something to the extreme. All right, welcome in, Patty. Yeah, and come through a little bit too impulsive. This, for me, gives, let's just say a woman is trying to start up a company, all right? And a masculine is saying, oh, well, you can't do that. You don't have the skills. There would be this feminine coming through eccentric enough to say, oh, well, you think I can't do it? Then watch this, right? And actually coming out and doing something and bringing lots of organization to the specific um, workplace that wasn't there before, just by doing something creatively. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's almost like you're doing something to fulfillment. You can put just as much work in as a masculine could, and probably do it a lot better. All right. Influences here with Mercury and Libra. Let's take a look at this convention energy again. It's a very conventional type of relationship, and you have, all right, with this workplace, with this organization, should I say. So in Capricorn energy now, I'm seeing Venus, Jupiter, and Mercury. All right, let's see. This could be like the opportunity to create, all right, and what you do with communication. Wheel of Fortune and the Fool card. You're going to have the opportunity to get out there and take a risk, okay? It's going to be presented, and it might actually be damn successful there with the Wheel of Fortune. All right, show me this energy of control with Jupiter in Capricorn. Jupiter in Capricorn. The Hermit. All right. Show me why is the Hermit over top of this control. The Chariot, because you can actually end up coming out very successful. Mm. I'm seeing Saturn and Pisces here with the Eight of Cups. Obviously, we know we went through this transit already, and where Saturn tries to bring in a sense of structure, all right, to the spiritual community specifically. These could be those that are interested in the occult or learning about the occult with Mercury and Scorpio's energy, all right. There could be news coming in about death or connecting to those that may have crossed over, right? And it would be like someone trying to control what it is that you put out there. All right, this could be something that's coming through. This is something very original. A lot of people aren't interested in this, right? But if you are seen as a leader, all right, because you understand something, you can be seen as a teacher because you understand something. It's almost like someone wants to come in and force you to a contract and say, okay, well, these are the rules. You know what I mean? Krista says, you describe me. All right, let's see. Extremism. All right. So it's almost feeling like with that Mars and Pisces energy, anything that makes you happy and emotionally content, on the other side of that, they want to control. Okay. They want to control anything that keeps you happy, so that way they can keep you fucked over if you're not remaining committed to this specific organization. All right. Let's look at eccentricity. This feels like a court case, and why you're being discriminated in the workplace. All right. Because you know about these people's fucking shenanigans, should I say? All right. Eccentricity is because you could be psychic, you could be highly intuitive, you kind of know exactly what's taking place from the other side. All right. It's almost like when pigs fly, would you be able to gain some sort of abundance here? These are those that are crossed over. All right. And here you are, like, I'm expressing nothing but love. Why are you doing something to the extreme? It's almost like they don't have love to give you. They don't like you in the workplace because you're exposing these people's secrets or something like that. All right. Yeah. This has a lot to do with what you find to do with your passion. This is your passion. All right, so someone is seeking revenge right now. Is this you or in or them? All right, we want to know what's going on is what it's given. With the Page of Pentacles, who's the one seeking out the information? All right, you have a specific skill. You want to know a little bit more information about it. Welcome in. My light is going like this. All right, hasn't done it in a couple days now. That's how I know I'm being spied on. Welcome in. All right, yeah. So if you are meant to step into a position of authority with a specific organization and or just giving a title, let's just say you're given a title, okay? Um, you would have to learn a specific skill. All right, you would have to start adapting to some sort of changes. This is the Jupiter and Capricorn energy with the Two of Pentacles. This is someone trying to remain in control of you and how you have a phenomenal achievement. Okay, they don't want you to fulfill a specific goal or something like that. Which is very weird. Got a lot of majors coming out here. I see Aquarius. I see all fixed signs overall. It's Leo, it's Taurus, Scorpio as well. I have Cancer as well as Virgo here, all in majors. All right. Let's take a look here at order that you're bringing into the workplace. All right. It's almost like someone doesn't want you to have a position of leadership here. That's going to be negotiated. Don't you worry. Jupiter and Libra energy. All right. 1 second. Jupiter and Libra. This is about negotiating a business deal. All right. Don't you worry. It's coming. Let's look at this Mercury and Capricorn energy with this organization. There's a major portal going on here. It's almost like they don't belong here. They don't know what they're talking about. They're spreading the wrong knowledge. But if you are seen as a leader already because you're very eccentric, you know exactly what's going on. These are people like, they don't want you in the workplace, right? They're used to running something specifically. You're there to bring order into the workplace, is what it's saying. So there's going to be some sort of negotiation that takes place. And again, it's causing some sort of quarrel. All right. And it looks like you don't give a shit because you're rebellious out here. You're impulsive out here. You're assertive out here. You're going to make sure you get through to whatever it is that you're trying to do here. All right. Here's that energy of the moon in Libra again. All right. With companionship and connection to the specific organization. They want you. There's some sort of negotiation taking place here, obviously. All right. Venus and Leo energy with the fair. 9 of Cups. They want you. Okay. Let's take a look at the Sun in Gemini with this versatility. They like how versatile you are, possibly within your heart space, your mental space, all right? Subconsciously and consciously, you understand what the fuck is going on around you. All right, let's look at the Sun in Gemini. Queen of Swords. Your mental, it's there. You got it. You know what I'm saying? You understand. You're focused. You're concentrated. What's the Mars in Cancer? The Knight of Wands. It's causing some sort of riffraff here. All right. Mars in Aries, and this is the reason why someone continues to delay you because you're very assertive, very much assertive. Someone feels that you're moving a little bit too much impulsively. They want you to slow down. All right, Sun and Capricorn energy could definitely be the specific organization. Capricorn, of course. All right, they definitely want you. What's the holdup? They feel like you're moving way too fucking fast. Look at all these knights. The way that you are a messenger, you're speeding up way too fast for these people. They're trying to catch up with you. You're too eccentric. You're too original. You understand things very, very quickly. You're very, like, impulsive. It's the way they look at you. They want you to slow down so they can learn from you because you're supposed to be bringing order into the workplace. All right? We need people to start catching up here, finding out what the hell's going on. And whatever it is that you're doing, because again, you do something to fulfillment. It's almost like your calculations, they're trying to figure this out. How do you know what you know, right? How do you know about us? Let's put your money in the bag. We're not going to give it to you yet. You need to wait for your ship to arrive. What? Something like that. All right. This could be you dealing with someone that's foreign. All right. Or someone that's foreign to what you understand or what you know. Hermit to the Chariot. Again, I feel like if you're connecting to someone, all right, and you're supposed to be bringing order into a specific workplace, this is you being in deep meditation, the energy of you soul searching, you understanding what it is that you're picking up from and how you're being guided by the wise elders and how you're meant to be successful. You're supposed to be changed to a specific organization here is what it's causing. And this could be you taking a risk to start your own business and doing so because people can't seem to catch up with what the hell's going on out there. All right. I'm going to get into Angel Tarot. Welcome in the goat. Who else is here? Healing with Flow. Welcome back in, baby. All right. Angel Tarot. What do we need to know? Well, hi, Dan. Welcome into King of Cups here. God seeing everything. Restitution. Finds stolen objects and discovers the person that is responsible. So again, Spirit is all over this shit. Don't fucking think that y'all getting away with a damn thing. God sees everything. Do y'all not see that? God sees everything. God sees everything. Restitution is here. So any stolen objects that have been missing, all right, they're going to discover the person that's responsible for this. And this is the reason why whoever is set out to understand what's happening in this organization or the order that things are supposed to be happening in, and these are the people that are stealing. It could be people in the government. I don't fucking know. It's coming through with the King of Cups. It's a heavy Piscean energy. All right. You're going to be held responsible for that. Don't think you're getting away with a damn thing. Okay. The Three of Wands, the God of hope. All right. So construction of the universe and helping with great works, protecting against adversities. All right. So if others are out there creating some sort of adversity, those that are on this journey are being protected from that, and they are constructing the universe and helping with the work that needs to be done at this time. All right. The Three of Wands is the energy of the sun in Aries. All right. Although it just speaks about you being very much assertive and impulsive and being here specifically to bring change in, is what I feel. All right. All right, what else is here? The Ten of Pentacles, the honorable God. So inner and outer work, it's helping one keep their job and protecting against some sort of disaster. So if you're doing your job the right fucking way, you have Ten of Pentacles. And if someone is trying to steal your Ten of Pentacles, trust me, they're going to be held responsible for that. All right. Protecting against some sort of disaster is what it says. Let's see. We got the Hangman here, the only God, the desire for knowledge, protects from liars, evil spells, and or bad spirits. All right. So obviously we know that what we do here has a connection to good and evil. All right. The Hangman is meant to do what? To sit back, hang there, gain perspective. All right. Be the one that dares to be different. Let's be clear. And has the desire for knowledge about spirituality, so that we are protected from the liars, from those evil spells, as well as from bad spirits. All right. Five of Pentacles is here, the forbearing God. So being patient here. All right. Revealing secrets of nature and spreading knowledge and industry. Five of Pentacles is a Mercury and Taurus energy. It typically is associated to that um, lack card. All right. For those that are being left out in the cold. I wonder why. All right. It's because you have the patience to go in and do what it is that you need to do so that you are able to reveal things that are hidden from others. All right. Things that are of here and what we deal with in nature, as well as the secrets of the universe. All right. Spreading that knowledge and what you know. I have here the helping God. All right. Through love and wisdom, victory over those who would try to attack you. You're always going to be highly protected. You have nothing to worry about here. All right. Just make sure you're doing your job the right damn way. All right. Let's get into our next card. We have here the Knight of Swords, the all-pervading God. So intellectual richness protects fertility of women, and it says makes children respectful towards their parents. All right, so the Knight of Swords here, you have all this wisdom, right? How are you utilizing it? Apparently, the Knight of Swords is meant to come in and be this energy of like fast incoming communication, all right, how you understand something. But in this specific deck, it helps protect fertility of women, again, and how you're meant to make children respectful towards their parents. This is falling out under this inner and outer work and how you're meant to keep your job, all right, and how you're meant to protect against any type of disaster. The Six of Pentacles, the favorable God. Divine grace cures rage and pestilence and absolves the guilty. All right, so somebody here might feel guilty. This is going to be a person that is put into hangman mode. All right, so that they can gain perspective about what's actually taking place. And the person that has the knowledge, that has been patient enough to put in the work, all right, how anything that was constructed with the universe and helping this person keep their job, it came through the energy of intellectual richness, all right, with love and wisdom, spreading that energy. At the bottom of the deck, I have Archangel Michael with the Chariot. Here we are in Cancer season. We already know Archangel Michael rules over all of the archangels. Perseverance, success in some sort of conflict, and overcoming that adversity that you may have been dealing with. All right, I'm going to pull out the Angel Tarot book here. We're going to look at the King of Cups starting off. Is this it? Yes, it is. All right, so this is the God seeing everything. It says, the Lord is the portion of mine inheritance, and of my cup thou maintaineth my lot. All right, so whatever it is the Spirit gives to you is meant to maintain that way. Whoever's trying to steal that shit is going to have their ass coming for them, okay? It says, those born under Rochelle will be distinguished in law and their knowledge of the customs and spirit of the laws of all people. The law is the 10th house, it's Capricorn energy, right? Rochelle finds lost or hidden objects and knows the person who has removed them and rules renowned fortune and succession. Soul guardian for those born from 10:40 p.m. to 11 p.m. Moral guardian for those that are born on the 27th of May, the 7th of August, the 18th of October, the 29th of December, and or the 11th of March. Physical guardian for those born from the 23rd to the 27th of February. So my first deacon Aquarians, this is your job here, all right? To bring in some sort of restitutions and to find the stolen objects and to help discover the person that is responsible for that specific stolen object. All right, let's look at the Three of Wands here. The Three of Wands with the God of Hope. It says, I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, and my God, in him will I trust. The person born under this angel loves truth, will keep their word and oblige those in need of their services. Satael will protect against adversities and against weapons and wild beasts. Soul guardian for those born from 12:40 a.m. to 1 a.m. Moral guardian for those born on the 22nd of March, the 2nd of June, the 13th of August, 24th of October, and or the 4th of January. Physical guardian for those born from the 30th of March to the 3rd of April. We're looking at the second deacon of Aries season, okay? This is definitely going to be someone that I feel is meant to come in and bring light to a situation. The first house has all to do with how you're presenting yourself out to the world. And if you have to come through and be impulsive, all right, and be the person that's going to help protect against some sort of adversity, that's what your job is here. All right. Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. We're looking at the honorable God. It says, Lord, I have loved the habitation of thy house and the place where their honor dwelleth. This angel will help you keep your employment and maintain your means of livelihood, serves against disasters, and delivers from prisoners. All right. Manadel gives light to distant people who have received no news for a long time and will bring exiles back to their native land and uncover lost and or stolen belongings. Soul guardian for those born from 11:40 a.m. to 12 p.m. Moral guardian for those born on the 24th of April, the 5th of July, the 15th of September, the 26th of November, and or the 6th of February. Physical guardian for those born from the 11th through the 15th of September. We're looking at the last deacon of Virgo season. All right, Ten of Pentacles, it has a lot to do with an inheritance that's meant to come in. It could be a family legacy that was left behind. All right, this could be overall having to do with your long-term financial gain if you own a business. It could be many different things. All right, the Hangman, let's take a look. The only God. It says, but I trusted in thee, O Lord. I said, thou art my God. Those born under Nashel love poetry and literature and have a passion for studies. Nashael serves to protect against troublemakers, defends from spells, and destroys the power of evil spirits. So guardian for those born from 6:40 a.m. to 7 a.m. Moral guardian for those born on the 9th of April, the 20th of June, the 31st of August, the 11th of November, and or the 22nd of January. Physical guardian for those born from the 28th of June to the 2nd of July. All right, so we're looking here at the cusp of the first deacon and the second deacon of Cancer season. All right, now let's step into the energy of this Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles with the forbearing God. It says, the Lord is merciful and gracious, slow to anger, and plenteous in mercy. Those born under this angel will love to learn about useful subjects. They will glory in executing the most difficult works and will discover many useful practices of the arts. So again, this is about you utilizing your creativity. All right. It says Ashaya will help you be patient and uncovering the secrets of nature. Soul Guardian for those born from 2 a.m. to 2:20 a.m. Moral Guardian for those born on the 26th of March, the 6th of June, the 17th of August, the 28th of October, and or the 8th of January. Physical Guardian for those born from the 19th to the 23rd of April. All right, so we're looking at, looks like the first decan of Taurus season here with that Five of Pentacles, which typically in tarot it is that. All right, representing that Mercury and Taurus energy. All right, let's take a look here at the Knight of Swords, the all-pervading God. Is it that? Yes. All right, the all-pervading God here, from the rising of the sun unto the going down of the same, the Lord's name is to be praised. Those born under Harable, or Harael, will love to be instructed in the sciences. They will be busy in business, will follow the activities of the stock exchange, will speculate specifically, successfully, and will be distinguished by talent and fortune. Harael can be called upon against the sterility of women and to make children obedient to their parents, and governs treasure, banks, printing, as well as books. All right, Soul Guardian for those born from 7:20 p.m. to 7:40 p.m. Moral Guardian for those born on the 17th of May, the 28th of July, the 8th of October, the 19th of December, and or the 1st of March. We're looking at the Physical Guardian for those born from the 4th to the 8th of January. So we're looking here at the second decan of Capricorn season, which is that Jupiter Capricorn energy is what I want to say. Or it could be seen as the Mars and Capricorn energy, a sense of authority in your energy overall. All right, so if it has something to do with the mother figure, there needs to be some sort of, I want to say, put some respect on feminine energies at this time. Six of Pentacles. Let's take a look at the favorable God here. All right, the favorable God. It says, let thy mercy, O Lord, be upon us according as we hope in thee. The person born under this angel's influence enjoys good health and will be happy in their enterprises, esteemed by those who know them, and will frequent sophisticated societies. Aladaya protects Aladaya protects those that are guilty of hidden crimes, governs rage and pestilence, and cures diseases. Soul Guardian for those born from 3 a.m. to 3:20 a.m. Moral Guardian for those born on the 29th of March, the 9th of June, 20th of August, 31st of October, and or the 11th of January. Physical Guardian for those born from the 4th to the 8th of May. We're looking at the second decan of Taurus season. All right, down at the bottom of the deck with the energy of the Chariot in this deck with Archangel Michael, it says, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. The Archangel Michael will bring success in conflict and defeat the adversaries with ease. He rules over the order of all archangels. All right. I like this energy. It feels like a heavy energy of protection around you at this time. Let's move into the chakras. Welcome in, Maria. Let's see. I mean, you can't be connected to anything else but the divine consciousness, right? It's all about you being tapped into your higher self. So interconnection, expansion, oneness, and being connected to the energy of the light. We have honesty here with the throat chakra. Whatever you speak out, it should be through the energy of sincerity. All right, you need to be transparent, speaking the truth in whatever it is that you are communicating. Wants to be seen. Personal boundaries. So this is your choice to be assertive, all right, to be empowered, and to be in your authenticity. Solar plexus energy means that you have the energy of your own free will to do whatever the fuck you want to do. All right. You just got to have the balls to do it. So if you're tapped into divine consciousness and this is what you choose to do for work, and you speak out of the energy of truth and transparency and communicating through the energy of sincerity, I don't see why you can't be empowered to do so. You just have to have your personal boundaries up. All right, protecting your energy. All right, so there is the presence, I feel, of the divine here with the crown chakra. This has a heavy energy of awareness, your reality, being in the energy of connection through the attention that you have to something. All right, whatever you're putting your attention to, this is the presence of the divine consciousness being here. Okay. I have choice. So heavy on the choices here. All right. So this is your free will because you remain courageous. It is your willpower. If you want to experience change, again, through the energy of the solar plexus, it's falling directly under honesty. So it's your free will. You want to speak your truth, you do so. All right. We live in fucking America, bitches. I'm just playing. Just playing. All right. Let's see. And we have money. So this has a lot to do with your finances, how you have a sense of power in your energy, if you want to be generous with other people, and how you seek your abundance here is coming out with the sacral chakra. So it has a lot to do with what you choose to create. I don't see why there should be anybody trying to stop your creativity. If you choose to be connected to your higher self, if you choose to speak out the truth about what you know, share your wisdom and your knowledge, all right? If you choose to have your personal boundaries up and remain assertive in what you do for work, it doesn't matter. All right. There is the presence of the divine around you. I feel there is a sense of heavy protection at this time as well. You feel like it's your responsibility to focus on planting your seeds, having self-discipline, being reliable, doing something to fulfillment and or empowering others. It's your fucking choice. Okay. I don't know why I feel pissed off right now, but I do. I really do. I feel pissed off right now. All right. So I feel like it's just, other people are trying to force you to remain in control of whatever it is that you're trying to put out there, and it's not fair, right? It's just not fair, especially if you're speaking truth. So don't worry, whatever's been stolen from you, even if it's just an opportunity, that's just going to be brought right back to you. Don't worry. Okay. And again, we're speaking about the energy of the moon in Pisces, okay, having to do with psychic abilities, those that are tapped into divine consciousness, okay, through their spirituality. Um, Trining over to this Jupiter and Cancer energy, and where Jupiter brings in a sense of opportunities. Cancer has all to do, again, with the energy of tapping into the subconscious state and the things that you're receiving from there. Jupiter is wisdom, it is knowledge, it rules over the ninth house. It has all to do with philosophies and belief systems and things like that. All right. So you have the presence of the divine around you. It's your fucking choice whether you want to speak the truth about that or not, which is pissing me off, right? People want to put like a block on you or something and stop your money or the way that you can gain abundance by doing so, just because they don't believe in it or something, right? Now, this is when you turn into the fucking rebellion. And you're like, fuck that, right? So, let's look. Divine consciousness. Yeah, I feel like you're completely tapped in. Completely tapped in. All right, to your psychic abilities, to your maternal instincts, all right, to your intuitive abilities, however you want to look at it, however you tap in with spirit, however you receive your messages, whether they're through dream state, whether you read tarot, whether you do through prayer, you receive them, it doesn't matter, all right, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You have the damn choice to want to speak that out. I took control. All right, let's see. And that's going to be your wheel of fortune, okay? That's what's going to change everything. Especially if you're part of a specific organization. And that's the reason why I feel like Spirit is putting you there to bring order into what needs to take place in a specific organization. All right. Let's look at personal boundaries. Yeah, Ace of Swords. It's like people are going to respect you on what you have to say, what you gain clarity about, what you want to speak the truth about. All right. Let's take a look at presence here. Bees could be significant to you guys. Bees. Justice. Yeah. I feel like things are going to come back into balance. All right, when you have the presence of the divine around you. Take a look at this choice card here with the solar plexus, and where again you have the free will, the courage, willpower to bring in a sense of change. All right, I do see heavy on the water and fire energy here. Okay, Personal boundaries, responsibilities, and choices, all with the solar plexus, having to do with Aries, Leo, and or Sagittarius placements. I'm also seeing sacral chakra, which is the water energies, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and again, what we're seeing is trine with the moon and Jupiter, both in the signs of Pisces and Cancer. That's your strength. You see what I'm saying? You have the courage to do so. I like this. I like it a lot. Again, this could come through in Leo season. All right. This could definitely come through in Leo season. Your strength, your courage, your determination, your ambition, the choice that you made to speak the truth out. All right. It feels like your rewards are coming. I like it. Eight of Pentacles. You may have done or dealt with a lot of stress in the workplace. Nine of Swords. It's anxiety. It's fear. It's depression. It's a state of mind where you just kind of want to remove yourself from the world. All right. Maybe up late at night. You can't rest correctly because of what you do for work. Okay. Or someone trying to remain in control is creating some sort of fear surrounding your energy, like you're doing the wrong thing. Absolutely not. I know you better not. I know you better not. All right, let's look at the money. They want to separate you from bringing in a sense of power. Once again, separate you, want you to experience loss with your money so that you can be generous with other people. All right. Stop your abundance, take away your power, and control you through your finances. Okay. Separate you possibly even from your family, from your environment, from your home where you seek comfort. Okay. It's not a good thing. Big tower moment. Huge tower moment. Okay. Yeah, because the type of work that you're doing is not typically seen as, this isn't work that everybody does. You understand? You collaborating with a specific organization, as we were just speaking about, that Mars and Capricorn energy, and where you have a sense of authority, it's through your spirituality. Okay, that's what this is. And it's kind of like bringing the tower moment. Don't worry, because you're going to be reciprocated with everything that was taken from you. That bitch is coming right back around. All right, it's coming back in a different way. Because you're the divine warrior out here. You didn't fucking stop what you were doing because someone else tried to stop you. All right. You focused and you utilized all the tools that were necessary, and you took a risk here to start manifesting in a different direction. All right. Let's see. Responsibility, self-discipline, empowerment, reliability, and fulfillment. This is exactly where you planted your seeds. And you did it out of fucking love. Look at that with the heart chakra right behind it. Okay. You did it out of love. This may have been you previously, and the energy of, okay, listen, I have the choice, I have the free will to go down this path and tap into divine consciousness. All right. Maybe you held back a little bit on your responsibilities because you felt that you needed to go through self-discipline, and you choosing this journey, somebody tried to come and take from you. Okay. To force you and control you to go focus on doing something for them. No, it's not how this shit works. All right. Everybody goes down their own path. Everybody has specific lessons to learn. And apparently, this communication here, this honesty and this truth is coming out with the Wheel of Fortune. This was something destined and something fated for you to go down here because it's part of your fucking path. Period. I feel pissed off in this reading, I'm telling you. I really do feel pissed off. It's like you were supposed to see truth and clarity in a position where you had to hold up your personal boundaries. All right. And you could have felt threatened by trying to do a job that you were supposed to be doing. All right. You were supposed to construct the universe and bring order into a specific organization, and where people were possibly doing things in the wrong way. So you had to learn. You had to take out time to learn this specific path, so you would be the one intellectually enough to spread that wisdom and that knowledge properly. You understand? Instead of people saying, oh, well, this is what's going on and this person's coming back into your life. No. You have to go deep and learn everything about it. Let's just speak about astrology. Let's speak about the chakras. Let's speak about transits. Let's speak about, how things are affected when we go through specific cycles. Especially if you were doing this online, you're tapping into the entire world. You understand? Now, people trying to control what that looks like on the other side is basically taking you away from the opportunities to obtain money for yourself, all right? Bringing in your abundance. Let's take a look at responsibility. Yeah, they left you in lack. See what I'm saying? Five of Pentacles. Same energy. Same energy. Same energy. Why? Because you chose this path. Don't worry. It's coming back around. It's coming. Welcome in, Amir. It's coming. All right, so we got major placements here. Again, all fixed signs. New moon in Leo is taking place on the 24th of July. Falls on a Thursday, which is a Jupiter day. Okay, please do not. I'm seeing Jupiter energy here with the Wheel of Fortune. Libra's energy could be of significance, and or Libra's moon could be significant. Libra's moon is stepping in on the 29th to the 31st. I see Leo season. That is the 22nd of July, which falls on a Tuesday. Okay. I see Venus in Aries placement, and where we've seen a Mercury retrograde this year, or um the Venus retrograde as well. No, 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 no. Over there, please. And I also see Saturn in Libra. There's a lot of energy of devotion and sacrifice that you have already taken care of. Mercury Taurus placement as well. All right, you guys, let me get out of this chakra energy here. I said no. Every time I'm eating, the cat wants my food. It's literally grapes and cheese and crackers. No. Mm-mm. 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 Mm. Others of you that are indecisive about stepping into this specific organization, you need to figure out what side you're on here. Let me read this card out to you guys because it speaks about Virgo energy and Scorpio energy, and you being in the in between. This is the Venus and Libra energy. It's in his domicile. Let me read that out real quick. You're pissing me off. Relax. It says here, Libra lies between the gentle perfection of Virgo and the dramatic emotions of Scorpio. The constellation of the Virgin contrasts with the sting of the Scorpion. The hourglass shows representing the eternal Libran dilemma and finalizing a specific decision. I just told you get away from my food, didn't I? Look, can you cut it out with your greedy stuff? Literally trying to eat my food. You see what I'm saying? So the hourglass is like, okay, what is the hourglass the epitome of? An ending to a new beginning, is it not? Part of this organization here. 1 second. Mercury in Capricorn. A need for extreme patience, discussions about discipline and control, taking a position of responsibility and or working with someone famous. So that great age difference person, that conventional type of relationship that you had, it's part of you being part of this organization. All right. Let's look. Moon in Taurus, which is exalted. Okay. Exaltation. It speaks about possession of something beautiful and excessive attachment to material comforts, inheriting inheriting a piece of family property, artistic expression that proves to be profitable, financial worries that may and or may not be justified, and or a good business opportunity. So if this is you having a good business opportunity because of what you choose here, all right, you being part of this organization, this has a lot to do with some sort of inheritance is also coming in. All right. Jupiter in Gemini, we already spoke about this because this was the transit coming out of 2024 into 2025, right before Jupiter entered the sign of Cancer. This spoke about impressing people with the knowledge that you have. All right. A situation in which one has to impress others with knowledge, discussions about business and or legal affairs, and or a lecture or a talk to a group or a society of people. So let's just say that your opportunity, Jupiter energy, was to expand and grow, all right, and for you to communicate what it was that you gained wisdom and knowledge about. Clearly, that's what it's saying. All right, let's see. Yeah, this is how you were supposed to start up your enterprise. Somebody does palmistry, or that could be something that you need to learn. All right. There's something here about acorns. Acorns fall from oak trees, do they not? Oak trees are supposed to stand tall and strong. All right, even when they bend, they don't fucking break, bitches. Acorns. It says acorns as a symbol represent a wide array of positive qualities, including growth, potential, prosperity, and resilience. They are often associated with the mighty oak tree from which they originate, embodying concepts like strength, endurance, and the cyclical cycle of nature. All right. In various cultures, acorns have been linked to good luck, protection, and even wisdom, making them a powerful symbol with deep spiritual significance. Okay. So you could have went through lots of adversity. You could have had a lot of shit taken from you, but you're like the fucking acorn out here. All right. You fall from the oak tree. You fucking bend, but you don't break. And this has a lot to do with you trying to start up this business. Maybe you do know about palmistry. Maybe you do need to learn about, how you call it? Astrology. Okay. Something like that. Maybe you learn people's fortune in the near future or what their path is supposed to be on something like this. Or because you know that, people see and they discriminate you because of that. Okay. The moon in Gemini is here with adaptability. You can be very much adaptable, flexible, versatile with whatever it is that you do. All right. Mercury in Virgo, which is the Ten of Pentacles in Tarot. Seeing heavy on like mutable energy now. All right. You need to know something. I feel like the universe is cautioning you about something. The minute that you become abundant, Ten of Pentacle energy, you got people coming after you. That type of thing. All right. It's like, again, be cautious about who you let know something about what you're doing, especially if you're building up this enterprise. It's because you do something independently. Moon in Aquarius and where we just were yesterday. All right. So again, Moon in Aquarius has a lot to do with having interest in astrology, as I keep speaking to you guys about. All right. It says some kind of unconventional assistance. Again, that unconventional type of relationship that you have. Can you stop? All right. It says here original ideas that are brought to bear on situations and or subjects, a second opinion canvas, and or some sort of interest in astrology. Get away from my food. Let's look at Mercury Virgo energy. This is like you want to perfect something. All right. Detailed craft work, cataloging, a laborious task that needs care and patience, restoration of order at the workplace, okay? And or the need to plan ahead. Be cautious because I feel like the universe is warning you about things that need to be taken care of, about danger heading your way or something like that. Okay? Can you, hey, enough. You're not eating that. That's not good for you. You cannot eat cheese. That's all. Come on, baby. No. Here, go have a grape. Go have a grape. Here. Look. Go. She won't leave me alone. She will not leave me alone. All right, you guys. One more. One more. You said live oaks can live to be 500 years plus. That's crazy, right? Yep. There it is again. Jupiter and Capricorn. All right. So again, I feel like you were given a responsible position in this organization, and you might be dealing with some sort of resistance right now when you're meant to actually be bringing harmony into this workplace, into this organization, or whatever it may be. All right. It may be that you have a connection with someone that is foreign. All right. Maybe you need to learn a new language, or I don't know. You're learning about something and sharing that knowledge with others. All right. You're meant to put that knowledge out there, pour that out into the universe. All right. And you got major achievements coming your way, but she's just going to stop. You see this, right? Look. I can't deal. Zaza, come on, baby. The sun in Capricorn with your achievements. Okay. She won't stop. You want another grape? Just eat the grape and go, please. You're doing too much. All right. Let's do one last spread, you guys. Just tarot. Let's see what Spirit wants us to know as we move on from this reading. All right. She likes when I shuffle, but she gets scared. We got the star card here coming out, Aquarian energy. Come on. Here, look. Over here. Look. Over here. Look. Oh, my Lord. You know what I'm saying? Cat is a trip, man. Cat is a trip. Can you guys see me good? She's protecting me. Good. Very good. All right, so we got the star card coming out here. I've seen the Seven of Cups on the bottom of the deck, which is a Venus and Scorpio energy, having all to do with knowing about secrets. All right, secrets, things that are hidden. Yeah. Two of Swords, Ace of Wands, Eight of Wands. It has something to do with communication coming from abroad. All right, this being your passion, you having this specific companionship. All right, with higher power. See how the star card is directly connected to the universe. Okay, enough. I had enough. Please stop. She's gonna come flipping my phone over and everything. Look, look, look. I can't. Zaza, come on, baby. Just relax right here for a second. No, no, really, really. Look at her. Liver. Look, 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 look. You're not going over there. Cut it out. Oh, all right. Stay there then. Mm-mm. Stay. All right. You want food. Can you relax and chill out? Thank you. Seven of Pentacles. Two of Cups. The Moon card. I like this balance. I like this balance. This is something that brings in a sense of friendship in your energy. Makes you feel like you've invested wisely. Even though something takes off and it requires you to be very patient, all right? Putting in a lot of long and patient work, it does allow you to come into alignment overall. I see that Two of Pentacles again. It's helping you adapt to whatever changes are taking place overall. All right. 222 is what I'm seeing. Two of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Two of Swords. I know you are not scratching me. Cut it out. All right now. All right now. Let's see. Queen of Cups. I like it. Queen of Swords. All right. So again, I feel like you're connected through your mental. All right. Through your conscious and your subconscious state. Very much balanced here. All right. The Fool card. Part of your brand new beginning. All right. Situations and where you've learned from the past and where you had to be cautious moving forward. There was a lesson to be learned there. All right. I see that you are seen now as a leader with the King of Wands. You could be a public speaker. You could have lots of knowledge, lots of wisdom moving forward. All right. You could have a lot of courage and determination behind what you do. And there's a very difficult cycle that be closing out here with this Ten of Swords. I like this. All right. And there's the energy of the Sun. It looks like you're happier on the other side. You come out as Empress energy. All right. I love you guys. I hope you resonate with the reading. You can share this video if you want to. I feel like this needs to get out to a lot of people, especially those that are in the spiritual community. All right, I'm seeing Moon in Libra, Sun in Gemini, Sun in Scorpio, Cancer, Aquarius. Come on, Sasa. I'm seeing the Moon in Cancer, Venus in Cancer. All right, I'm seeing Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, both masculine, no, sorry, both feminine energies. I'm seeing heavy on the Aquarius, and I'm seeing Mercury and Sag as well as Venus and Scorpio. All right, you guys, I hope these energies are resonating with you. All right, heavy on the fixed signs again. So we're heading into a fixed moon cycle starting on the 24th of this month. I love you all, and I'll check you on the next one. Bye.